Hello, 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 my beautiful people. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited that you are tuning in. If it's your first time here, my name is Kathleen, and you're tuning in to Blooming Lotus Healing Art. This is a place where you find spiritual guidance weekly, as well as tools to help you in your path of self healing. And well, as you can see, the title of my video today is all about fat shaming. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And hello, Gigi. Hello, Audrey. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm so excited. Of course, I am going to do the oracle readings, but I did want to talk about something that happened last week while I was doing an oracle reading. And I was in the middle of doing that, and I had somebody just kind of show up and say some really ugly things to me about my weight and my size and what I'm trying to do here. So I just wanted to ask you guys, have you ever encountered anybody telling you that, that you're not worthy of, of something specific because of your weight? Or do you struggle with the thoughts of feeling like you're not worthy because of your weight? So let me know in the comments and let's start this conversation. And so while you're putting this stuff in the comments, I wanted to just pretty much do an announcement here, a couple of announcements, of course. If you're new to the channel on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. If you are tuning in from Facebook, make sure that you turn on those notifications so you know when I'm going live. Guys, this is the last time that you will be able to purchase the ceremonial cacao for the special price of 20% off. So if you're interested in trying ceremonial cacao, make sure that you take advantage of it. So right now, if you go to ceremonial-cacao.com and enter the code Blooming Lotus, you will be able to get a 20% discount. And the purpose of cacao, ceremonial cacao, is really just to connect with the plant. It has medicinal properties, and the reason why ceremonial cacao is different from any other type of cacao or chocolate is the way it's processed. typically the chocolate that we find doesn't have the original fat from the cacao bean. Is fat that is added, and there's benefits to the way it's from the moment that it's harvested, even planted and harvested, and then there's certain things that are done to kind of preserve the benefits of the cacao. So make sure that you take advantage of it. Typically with Firefly chocolate, they're kind of on a lower end of the spectrum when it comes down to the pricing. If you Google ceremonial cacao, you'll find that it's typically pretty expensive. So that's the reason why I want to make sure that you guys take advantage of this. So this is going to be the last weekend that you'll be able to purchase it. So please, please, please do give it a try and let me know in the comments how you like it, or if you've tried ceremonial cacao, if you're using a different type of ceremonial cacao, let me know on the comments. If you're watching this in a replay, thank you so much for watching. And let me see. Audrey said, "Oh no, he didn't. Who is this? So I can kick some butt." It's okay, girl. It's fine. I handled it, but I just wanted to open the conversation because I think that's important that we remember the importance of our words and the importance of what, people are going through certain things. And of course, we're going to reflect the behavior or maybe our internal state of mind into other people. So it's just one of those things where, even though it's not a nice thing to say, my reaction to it was more of compassion towards him, because obviously he must hate his body so much to want to say something like that. But it's important that we have the conversation, because we as women tend to really be hard on ourselves and our bodies. I know that I struggled throughout the years. Even when I was skinny, at some point of my life, I was really skinny and what you would consider, amazing looking or whatever. And I was working out and doing all this stuff, and nothing against that. But of course, even at that point of my life, I was hating my body. So I feel like there's a lot of self-hatred that's happening in the world. And that's the reason why we find people doing those type of things to others, or saying those type of things to others. But I think that we also internalize a lot of negative body ideas, I guess, into ourselves. And we really do need to have these conversations and start changing the way we view our bodies. They're more than just something to look at. Especially for women, our bodies are really what have as our tool, right? It's a tool for us to express ourselves into the world. So it's important that we remember that we remember the purpose of our body is not to be used by men, or not to be used sexually, or or in any other way by other people, unless of course we consent, which is fine. But it's, I think that we've over-sexualized women's bodies, and we've taken away the sacredness of the body itself. And I think it's important that we have these conversations again. Like I said, I've always had body dysmorphia. See, Gigi? So listen, I'm a big girl now, and I actually recorded a video, which I'm planning to post soon, in regards to how to learn how to love our bodies, because we have to learn how to love our bodies no matter in what state it is. It doesn't matter if you're skinny, because listen, I was like, I need to find those pictures and show you guys. I was looking good, right? And I'm still looking good, but I'm talking about like the perspective of, I was younger, I had this great body, and I still hated my body. I still wanted to look in a different way. But it took a lot of work, a lot of self-healing, a lot of, unlearning behaviors and unlearning certain thought patterns within myself for me to finally arrive at a point where I was comfortable in my body, and I don't mind my body being in any shape or form, because at the end of the day, my body's a tool. So I can still love my body, can still want to take care of my body, but not in a sense I'm just kind of hating it away to be a certain, or be skinny, if that makes any sense. So it's important that we remember. Gigi says, I've been severely obese and thin, and I always hated my body until I was able to heal my mind. Yes. So, and that's the biggest thing. Gigi, you're so right. I think that when we are able to start loving our bodies and start, sending our bodies the signal of compassion and kindness, then we are capable of really just accepting ourselves unconditionally, no matter in what state we are. And then we're also capable of having or better decisions for our bodies. I'm not saying that I'm perfect all the time, because I myself deal with anxiety. So sometimes I do emotional eating, and that's something that I'm working through. And of course, I'm doing my EMD sessions, and I'm doing a lot of things to work through. I have a lot of layers that I'm working through, but because I'm passionate about it, and because I'm so I want to say I'm almost obsessed with releasing a lot of things, because I feel like I have a almost like a to do so for myself and for my family lineage, that I'm really focused on working towards that. Of course, with compassion and kindness towards myself. But it's important that we remember that, if we catch ourselves doing something negative, or we're hating ourselves in any shape or form, it doesn't matter. It could be the way the way you perform something. You want to, yes, shadow work, Gigi, exactly. So shadow work is important to do, and we have to go to those shadows. We have to go to those dark places that are uncomfortable and make us feel bad about ourselves, and look at them in the mirror and say, okay, well, what am I doing, and why am I doing this, and where did it start, and how to heal this, and bring some light into it. That's the only way that we can start that healing process, or kickstart that healing process. And it took a lot, and sometimes even looking at it outside of the box, like not only a space for yourself to go into therapy, or even going to healing work, or a shaman, or any other healing modality side to go into, but also thinking outside of the box, like even use our own sexuality, our own sexual energy to heal. So exactly, you got to find your why. Absolutely. So I'm so excited. So one last thing, a couple of things to also announce before I get sidetracked, because I always get sidetracked. I'm so terrible at really just letting you guys know how you can support this page. So just thank you, Gigi, by the way, for purchasing. I saw and I'm gonna post tomorrow a post that she did on her. She has like a group where she shares encouraging posts and positive posts, and she put a picture of her mug, which is my the one that says "Find Your Voice." So I've been using my goddess mug, and I cannot explain to you how I love mug. Like every time I look at it, I just feel so uplifted. I just feel like a goddess. I'm like minded, like, okay, I'm a goddess. Even my boyfriend the other day, he was gonna serve me some coffee, and he was like, okay, here you go, goddess. And I'm like, yes, I'm a goddess. So it's awesome. And I think, if I feel like if you surround yourself with positive things, positive just designs, I feel like it uplifts in many ways. So I also wanted to show you guys again this. So if you want to buy a mug, I think they're like 14 or 15 bucks. So this one, of course, you can't color the real color because I have the colored light, but it's similar to the pink of my logo. So so it's the same logo that you see, and I have other designs as well in there, so feel free to go through my page and take a look at it. I will also you don't judge me, I just washed the shirts, so they're kind of old, but so if you are interested in buying a shirt too, I have if you can see it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have that one line, and then of course the goddess one, which I absolutely love. This like my favorite shirt to wear. I'm to wear it too much because I don't want to have to wash it so many times and then mess it up. But I guess I could always buy a new one. Audrey says the Bloomy Lotus mug I want to get next week. Absolutely. So get whatever you think you like. I'm gonna try to add some other things. I think that we can add masks now. So I may add some masks there, and have to work on adding some new things and refreshing the page and adding some new items for you guys to be able to purchase. I was also thinking about getting adding some pins, some stickers for those of you who like having pins and stickers. I know some people are like obsessed with pins and stuff of sure. So And then what else to talk about? Okay, so I did open up a Patreon, and basically, Patreon, if you guys want to check it out, if you let me see, let me just I'm gonna put it here on my um uh, hang on, guys, I'm copying and pasting, and this is like but basically, Patreon, I created these different tiers for those of you who maybe to get oracle readings often, and it's really cool. So you can start with just donating per month, like as little as I think dollars. I think I'm gonna add like $1 or whatever, and then you can go up to, I think there's like a $55 deal where I will be you guys, those people who hire one, then obviously they get a bunch of different things, but you guys can check it out. And I wanted to show you, and you guys can let's see, do one of your mandalas. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about starting to sell some of my art as well. And I just gotten around to creating. So let me just a bit about what's happening for me as well here. So I'm on leave from work because I don't know if you guys know, but I worked at a call center or there, but I took some time off, and so I'm dealing with a lot of anxiety because of center. It's just gotten really harsh, and that's one thing that I have to say, guys. Like, it's important that we stand ourselves and stand up for our believe is right. Sometimes, we allow other people to step on us because we feel like, oh, I don't have rights, or I can't do this, or I can't do that because this person or I'm being on this company. But we have to advocate for ourselves. That's one thing that, of course, I go to therapy, and my therapist told me this. She said, you have to advocate for yourself. You have to make sure that you are that you're standing up for yourself. So the reason why I'm saying this is because so I've been dealing with getting some short-term disability in regards to that, and of course they've been giving me a hard time because apparently I just found out that a lot of these companies are really made not to pay you, which is kind of weird because paying them, so they should be paying if something is happening. And so it's important that we recognize whenever we have to take. It's important that we recognize when we have to step back. Just because you're having a break and you're recognizing that doesn't make you less, doesn't make you bad. And me in particular, I've always been the type of person that I always want to be strongest. I will always want to be like, okay, I can do this and I can be strong. But there's only so much strong that you can do until you break down and can't do that anymore. So that's the reason why I had the back pain in this place, was because I was stressed out at work. Even though I do meditate, I do take care of my mental health as much as possible. I've created a space myself to really take care of my health and mental health. Still with that, if you're, look at it this way. If you are in a burning house and you keep trying to put like some aid on your burns, but you keep going into the burning house, you're still going to continue to get burned over and over. So, okay, I'm breaking up. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. That sucks if you can't. I'm sorry. Let's see. You hearing me? Everything here is showing. Can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. So, so like I was saying, you definitely want to make sure that you're standing up for yourself, and that you're recognizing whenever you really need to break. And for example, for me, I started this whole thing and I'm wanting to help people. And of course, if I can't help myself, if I can't take care of, how am I going to take care of you, right? So I had to recognize that. I had to step back and say, no, I have to take care of my own health before I can take care of others, right? And sometimes to advocate for ourselves, we have to say, no, I am not to allow this type of behavior or this type of treatment in my environment, regardless if they're my boss, regardless if they're partner, regardless if they're my family. We have to advocate for ourselves. We have to stand up for ourselves. Nobody else is going to do so for us. So it's important that we remember that. Gigi, I'm in and out. I hope that you can hear me. That I don't know. I'm gonna have to change. I'm thinking about changing my internet settings. So I'm sorry if you're having a hard time hearing me right now. I'm working on that though. I'm working on that right now. But so let me know in the comments. What do you think? When was the last time that you had to recognize that you really had to step up for yourself? When was the last time that you had to recognize that you had to take a break and step away from something, right? We have to take care of ourselves, like I said. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. I know I've been like in talking and talking, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna do a small meditation. Of course, like you guys already know, I like to add my meditations here. So I'm going to, there we go. So hope you guys can hear. Okay. So let me start the music and then get yourself in a comfortable place wherever you are. Just make sure that you are in a comfortable position. If you're lying down, you can lie down. And let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and close your eyes. So I invite you to take a deep breath all over your belly. And then releasing through your mouth, making a sound, whatever sound wants to come out. Give yourself permission to activate your voice as you release the sigh. Taking in a deep breath. One more time, taking in a deep breath into your belly. In your mind's eye, I invite you to focus your attention into your throat. And breathe in and out as you regularly do. And as you breathe in, feel the sensation of the breath touching your throat as it caresses your throat with the coolness of the fresh breath. And as you release, recognizing that you're alive, being grateful for what you have, being grateful for your breath, for this moment, for this space. And breathe in, breathing prana, health, life, and out relaxation, love, and compassion. Breathing in prana, health, and life. And breathing out relaxation, love, and compassion. In your mind's eye, I invite you to imagine a blue light activating your throat. As you breathe in, breathe out, this light flickers, activating your voice, your inner voice, your true voice. Say what you mean and mean what you say. To connect with your vision and your heart. To speak truth and stay honest with your words and your voice. Imagine yourself speaking to somebody, anybody, to your mind who you may be you say something to. And imagine yourself speaking your truth to that person from your heart and your soul. Connecting voice into your heart, creating a space, and give yourself permission to speak up, speak your truth from a place of love, passion. You see, dear star child, when you speak your truth, you're being kind with yourself and those around you by opening a space of communicating freely, connecting. When you speak your truth, you're not only allowing yourself to release your heart out through your voice, you're gifting your heart to those around you. So let's imagine this light ring with every breath that you take, this blue light taking over the entire body, releasing any blockages that are keeping you from speaking your truth. As you imagine yourself expanding the light and speaking your truth to whoever to speak your truth to, you feel a relief. Finally, you let go. Continue to breathe in prana, life, into that light within you. and expanding it. A beautiful sphere all around you. Blue light. Fresh up your aura, your space. Releasing any blockages, activating you. Imagine in your mind's eye creating a circle all around of truth and honesty from a place of love and compassion. Afraid our truth and honesty around us. We open up our hearts to receive the wisdom and compassion from our highest self and guides. Your throat chakra is now activated across all times and space, all dimensions. When you're ready, you may bring your awareness back into your body. You may open your eyes, feel activated and ready to speak your truth to around you. Let me know how that was for you on the comments. I am excited and grateful you're here and showing up for yourselves by sharing space of love and compassion. Let's see. Is everybody watching from Facebook? Everybody's watching from Facebook. Okay. Thank you for the love, guys, and the hearts. I'm so grateful for those. So let me know. Does anybody with a reading? Let me know. I do have a special right now going on. If you want to do a reading, I am doing a special 11 for 3 cards and 22 for 7 cards. So you know if that's what you want. And know in the comments if you liked the meditation we just did. Let me know. How was it? Tell me, how was the experience for you? Is it helpful? Is it something that you enjoy? Is it something that makes you connected with yourself? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Do you feel more aware? Let me know. So I'm gonna do a general reading for those of you who are here. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what card deck I want to use. So I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, they're calling me. So I'm gonna have to do the chakra cards because they're calling my. Gigi, you want a reading? Okay, girly. I got you. All right. So I'm going to do a general reading for you who are here. And let me just see, for those of you who are here, for those people who are here seeing guidance, what do we hear? Oh, wow. Okay. We got some stuff going here. Okay, this one wants to come out. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay. We got some interesting cards coming, guys. So this is kind of energetic. Yes. Okay. So these two wanted to come out. So I'm going to have to honor these. So 4 cards came through. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the first card that came out for all of those here. Okay, Gigi, perfect. I'll do 3 cards. For those of you who are here and together, this is kind of like a collective. Okay. So for everybody that's watching this across all times and space, and this is for anybody that's watching on the replay. This also is for you. So this applies to any right now and also on the replay. So the first card that I drew is number 6, which is fear. We have the fear. We have Ma Kali there. And then we have the card number 5, which is fortune, which are Ma Lakshmi right there. And then the next one that came here is healing 32. Okay. And then we have number 7, which is a spirit number. And we have challenge. Okay. So this is the general reading for those who are watching again. And for this is general, not you may not feel connected to this. And if it's not, that's fine. If you do, then that's fine as well. So basically what I'm seeing here for for the collective, we are experiencing the fear, and we've been going through the fear of the pandemic and all of the changes that have been happening with issues that are related to that, and also the consequences of those of those external factors that have been affecting us as a collective. And of course, this has also been really related to how we're going to survive, how are we going to provide for ourselves, how are we going to continue our path. Of course, a lot of are losing their jobs and they're having a hard time maybe even keeping food on the table or figuring out how they're going to really just keep going and surviving in the environment, which is definitely not conducive of community. This was a conversation I was having a little while ago, where actually last week, where I was talking about how we really truly have a sense of community in the world. And of course, we're finding out that there's a lot of because we're operating from fear, then the sense of community goes out the window. But there's also the other side of it, where we're finding a lot of healing. Okay, within we're having to face a lot of those things we really didn't have the time to face before, and we're trying to figure out what to do in regards to our lives, but at the same time, emotions and the feelings and the past behaves that have brought us to where we are now. And then kind of like it's really on our face, like we can't avoid it there. And of course, we're being challenged. And it's kind of interesting because where that's coming through here is number 7 for challenge, and a spiritual number is the number of our highest self, is of spirituality and the spiritual connection of connecting with our higher power. So it's interesting because we are having a hard time connecting with our higher power sometimes because of the fear. So these low vibrational emotions are keeping us to the point where we can't see the ability that we have of abundance, the ability that we have of connecting with our ability to create a new life for ourselves. So I invite anybody who's watching this video to really start working on your relationship with money. Start working with your relationship um, with abundance, and what does abundance mean to you in particular. And the reason why is because money is energy. Money is not it's a piece of paper. Really, what the blockages that we're having to move through are the blockages of our relationship with money. Hi Trish, how are you? I love you too, girly. Hugs and kisses for you too. So we have to start connecting with those blocks we have. Again, where we're talking about the shadow work, right? So, and why do we have to do the shadow work? Why is it that we talk about and we hear so much this shadow work thrown around and this healing around? Is because we are carrying, guys, we're carrying years, okay, thousands of years worth of ancestral batch and gunk that we are in this time, in this age, incarnated in this time of insanity, to start facing our crazy, to start facing the things that are not serving us anymore as humanity. We are meant to be successful in everything that we do, and success will represent thing and everything under the sun for different people, right? We're meant to be abundant. Abundance represents anything and everything under the sun for different people. So what is it that is keeping you from connecting with that? So it's important that you really start looking at and also working to release fear, because fear is, it's kind of like you can't have faith and you can't really be spiritually with yourself if you're operating from a place of fear. Fear is a veil that is keeping you from yourself. Fear is a veil that is keeping you from connecting with others. Fear is a veil that is keeping you from connecting with your higher power. So just remember, fear is no, how do I say this? It has a purpose in the sense that, you know, if we're out in the wild and a bear, of course we're going to feel some fear and we're going to walk away from that. Absolutely, yes, that fear is a healthy type of fear. We're going to get away from that, but eventually, you know, once you get away from the bear, then you should be able to go back to like center yourself, right? So, you know, we are living in a chronically fear-based mentality. We're chronically living in fear, and that is what we really need to address. That's what's preventing us from really connecting with our truth, really connecting with our power. You know, if you're in a pull in a certain direction and you feel like you're not meant to direction anymore, pay attention to that. What's that? Why is it that you're feeling that pull or push, really, that push, you're being pushed or being pulled to a different direction, right? But are you really being pulled because of fear, or are you being pulled because it's what your highest self wants, right? So you have to really looking into that. Anyway, so that's the general reading that I have here for y'all. So Gigi, you said you wanted 3 cards. Okay, mama, I got you, girl. Let me see what I have for you. Let me see. I'm gonna do, you know, it's interesting because Isis is calling for you. Isis is calling you right now. So I'm gonna have to send you that. I'm gonna pull 1 card from Isis for you, okay? Because it's calling. And then I'll do the 3 pull, the other 3. I know that you already have this, but it's calling you, so I have to honor her. Okay, just making sure I have all of my cards, because I tend to inside the back, and if you I'm gonna pull Isis first, and then I'm gonna pull three of these cards to read for you. Okay. So hang on. Let me see, Mama Isis. What do you, my beautiful Gigi? Got some really strong energy coming through for you. Okay, and of course, with Mama Isis, I will have to send you a picture of, because there's a lot of information in there. Okay. Of course, I don't know it by heart, to be honest with you, so I'll have to send you a picture for the rituals and everything that she requires. Mama Isis, what do you want for Gigi? Okay, I got you. Oh my gosh, I love this one. Wow. Okay, so ready for this? Okay, so I pulled one card from Isis for you, and then I will pull the three from the chakra. But this one that is magic and ritual, and I will find. I think you have the deck, so you should be able to find it. But this is the one that came up for you, and it's crafting sacred practice. So basically calling you to either start connecting with your sacred practice, or continue it, or acknowledging it. I feel like she's acknowledging it, encouraging you to continue. And it's kind of interesting when I look at this card. I like to look also at the card itself, at the visual. That's usually how I read. I read into visuals of it. And it's kind of interesting because the way she's represented, she is with those wings, and it almost feels like you're just almost like about to take flight. You're about to take flight and soar, which is awesome. I'm so excited. That's amazing. So, okay, so see what the chakra cards say for you. Okay. You did purchase, right? The card, that deck. I think you said you told me you did, but I can't remember. Or you were planning to. And then Audrey, I got you. You said you want a reading too, right, Audrey? Okay, so let me see what else is coming for. What else? Tell me. Okay. Wants to come out. Okay. Oh my God. This is amazing. Okay, hang on. I'm going to pull two more cards for you. You're not going to believe what's going to come out, like what just came out for you, Gigi. It's okay. Then I'll send you the picture of it, okay? Because, of course, you know how it is. It's really, like, crazy. Okay. There we go. 3 cards. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. I love cards for you, Gigi. Okay, Gigi, you ready? Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. Okay, so the first one that came through, which is number 29, which I kind of consider 11. So that's a really cool thing. And if you look at the card, it's expansion. The next card that came through is number 49. And this is compassion. A beautiful card. She's just meditating and connecting with that beautiful sense of connection. And the next one that came through for you is number 36, which is indeed. Okay. All right, so this is interesting when I look at all of these cards here. And of course, there's some deeper information on the Isis one that I pulled for you. But so of course, there's the I just see you in this, like, ready to take action, or not take action, but move forward. And so you're elevating at this time. And card of expansion to me, which is number 11, which is kind of interesting, that is telling, it's almost like it's firming the card from Isis, which is you're expanding, you're growing, you're really creating something aligned with you and aligned with what you're to be doing in your life right now. And it's interesting because so the cards are calling you to, of course, stay compassionate with yourself and others. But also, when I see this card, I also see you are practicing that as well for yourself. So this is more of a reassurance to continue to connect with that compassion and that self compassion for your and others, because see, this is the thing. You're gonna be continue soaring, right, expanding, as long as you stay anchored in your heart, if that makes any sense. So your heart is going to really allow you to connect with that of of understanding things on their perspective. And compassion does that. Compassion, what it does, it really just connects you with almost like what they say, that 5D, what they talk about in the spiritual community, 5D, overall, looking from above, looking down at the at everything happening in your life, instead of just looking at it from that 3D perspective, from like face value, and looking a little deeper. And compassion really opens up that quality for you. So it's just encouraging you to continue to connect with that compassion, because you'll be able to make better decisions, and you'll be able to see a little further into the future, into the consequences of the current action a little better that way. And of course, continuing with your integrity, making sure that you're aligned with karma, that you're aligned with understanding that everything that you has consequences, everything that we do has an effect, a cause and effect, right, onto others, like that domino effect. So always remembering that, and staying really centered again, your heart and your sense of compassion, so that way you can move forward. But I'm so excited. This looks really good. Yeah, you're an 11, a star seed. Yes, you are. You're a seed, my beautiful Gigi. So this is a really an amazing, wonderful for you. I feel like it feels like you're in the right direction, and you've been able to overcome certain patterns or certain blockages that are allowing you to really move forward. But just remember to stay vigilant. Of course, patterns will, remember, we still have layers that we have to unfold, and layers that we still have to work on within ourselves. So remember that that may be something that want to stay aware of. So whenever a layer unfolds for you that needs to be addressed, maybe something or something that you feel that is not aligning with spirit, is aligning with your heart, then look at that pattern, and instead of beating yourself up, just make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and I understand that this is happening, and I'm going to do my best to support you through this journey of healing this, right? And holding space for myself, holding space for yourself. And the more you do that, the easier it will be for you to hold others, and expand that into the world, right? As a star seed, that's really what's happening for us. We are being called to really step into our power, and this is really that, right? It's telling you, dear star seed, you are the powerful tool, the powerful lighthouse that this world needs, because that lighthouse that you are is to attract those who are seeking the light, and you are that powerhouse. You are that lighthouse. And just you are that lighthouse, you're also help elevate those around you who may have only that starseed quality within them, right? So remember that. Um, and that's it. That's all I'm seeing here for you. I'm not seeing anything else. Let me know if that helps you out. And I wanted to say something, Gigi. I was thinking about you today, and I was so much love, and I wanted to thank all of you who coming back and support me in this. Okay, no problem, Gigi. You let me know. Just send me an email or DM me whenever you want to open the records again. I'm just grateful for you and everybody that's been supporting me in this journey, and I'm also here to support you That's the whole purpose of me being here. Um, so I just kind of wanted to kind of give you a shout because you've been such a great supporter, and I'm so grateful for you, and also for everybody else that's watching, and for Audrey and Unity and everybody else that's been watching my lives. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your time and your space and your energy. And yeah, so anyway, I don't want to go too much into it, but and okay, so Audrey, you still here, right? Let me know, Mamacita, if you're still here. These are calling you, so I'm gonna have to go for these. I really like the chakra cards because they're really I feel like they really go deep into the energy of things. Absolutely, my beautiful Gigi. Absolutely. You know I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, Mamacita. So Audrey, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. If you can send your, I didn't ask this from Gigi because I've read her before. I think I've opened her records and everything. So if you just kind of like send your question into cards. So just kind of like go in there and set your energy into it, just looking at the cards. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. So let's see what we have here. What do we have for Audrey, dear spirit? What lessons do we have today? What would you like to tell her? Thank you for showing up and being here supporting us. Okay. Honor you. Honor your space. Okay. Okay. All right. So 3 cards came up. And so the first one that came through is Quest. This one came through for you. The next one that came through is Elegance. And the next one that came out for you is Openness. So there we go. Okay, so let me see. What am I picking up here for you? Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, okay, so our quest, so that what I'm showing here is to connect with your divine power of being, how do I say, courageous. So that I'm power of being courageous and taking us forward with sitting up, being bold, saying what you mean, speaking your truth, standing your ground. But more than anything, what I'm seeing here for you is you need to express yourself creatively. And when I see this card, the Elegant card, I see just this seed of creativity that wants to grow and bloom. And you're trying to express it in certain ways. You're not really giving yourself permission to express it fully. So I encourage you to start paying attention to those activities that are yearning yourself, that you would like to start expressing. You would like to start getting into into your outer space. And this could be anything, right? It could be something like writing, be something like painting, something like poetry. It could be something like even creating a story or a book. um I'm seeing books and stories and words for you, and that's what I'm seeing for you. So just remember that you have so we are all creative beings, and when we connect with that creativity, when we connect with sense of creation, we are able to express that sometimes are hard to express in certain ways, right? So and express them and allow to go through you and flow through, and not carrying them within yourself, if that makes any sense. So when you allow things to flow through out of yourself and put them in, a painting or story or poetry or a song or what else that's creative, you're really just taking that energy and almost like alchemizing it into something that is tangible in the world. And there's beauty in that. And the reason why there's beauty in that is because people, when they see this, they see the mirror. They see that as a mirror within them, and it inspires them, and it sparks a certain type of feeling and emotion within them that it can spark a state of healing. So that could be something that you may want to explore for yourself as a medicine for the world coming from you, and really staying aware of yourself, of your environment, and what is it that is triggering you? What is it that is creating these energy blockages within you? And really paying attention to those things, and maybe even said alchemizing them into something that is beautiful and is expressive and is and it just is what it is, right? So I really encourage you to start looking into that. If you're looking into uh, doing something creative and you've been itching to do it, just go for it, because you'll find that that's going to be a really powerful tool for you to process a lot of things that maybe you haven't been able to and have been stored within yourself. Okay. All right. Let me know. Give me some feedback here, my beautiful. I thank you for your and your loves, guys. Yes, I love it. I love my people. Thank you so much, guys, for your love. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me see. I have to see what you said. For whatever reason, my some that I use for streaming doesn't let me see the emojis, which it sucks. It is what it is, right? We have to just go for it. Okay, let me see. New. Oh, a little star. Okay, I love it. Yeah, so just look into that, right? My question, what should I do? And this answered. I love it. That's amazing. Yeah, so I mean, spirit, my girl. Spirit doesn't lie at all. So this is what I love about oracle cards, is that they really just take your energy and just mirror back to you what you need to hear. So I think that do that. I don't anybody here watching has ever done creative. Even if you have, let us know in the comments if that's helped you. I know many people. Our therapy is music therapy is a thing. It's actually scientifically proven to help people process mass, process negative emotions, process so many things. And the reason why is because our brain doesn't necessarily operate from a place of words. Sometimes it operates from a place of visualizations or emotions. So even when you are writing that or you're expressing yourself, there's a single letter it's a symbol. So that's still a way of expression, right? Oh, Chissa, hi. She says, how did I miss my notifications that you were? It's okay. It's all right, girl. You know, it is. I don't know if it's because I'm using a streaming service that is creating like notice that my lives not all have been coming through. So I don't know if that's got something to do with it. But this is the only way I can stream to both platforms. And so I'm streaming both YouTube and Facebook, so that way the the videos are stored, and you guys can always go back and listen to them whichever place that you want to go. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why it's giving you the notification. I'll have to do a little bit of research in regards to that, because I'm not sure why it's doing that. But I have noticed that the lives that I've done through the service are not as many people, and I thought that was kind of strange. So it is. And Chissa, she's like, hey, Gigi, I love it. And Chissa, let me know what's the let people know how was your reading on Saturday. Chissa had a reading with me on Saturday, booked me last Saturday. So I'm so grateful that I was able for you. She was asking me questions in regards to her business, which I'm really honored that I was able to help you. I love doing those type of readings too, because sometimes we forget that these are also entities that are spiritual, and sometimes they need some. So we need some guidance from spirit to help us. So that's really cool. So hopefully that helped you out. And I was actually talking to my boyfriend about your program. So guys, she has like a weight loss program that's kind of comprehensive. So I was talking to my boyfriend about that because today, and I'm gonna show him. He was kind of interested when I so that's awesome. Thank you for giving me that shout out. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. But yeah, so she does this program that's pretty comprehensive. That's I think so. It's not the diet planning, but it's also the mental part of it, the emotional support that she's including on the program, which I thought that was cool. Is really comprehensive. I believe that's important. Health or wellness is the new way. Yeah. And I think, what I love about what you're doing, Chisa, is the fact that the that's truly the way that we can fully integrate our energies down on this 3D world. Is to really make sure that our bodies are in the best possible healthy place, so that way we can align ourselves with our spirit. A lot of times we forget, and this is something that even for me, I focus so much on my mental health, and I focus so much on meditation. But I think it's also to remember, which is I was listening to a podcast recently. I want to say like a couple months ago, where there was this doctor who was talking about mental health being related to our physical health, because mental health comes from and is part of our bodies. A physical in our body. So we have to that help our brain, and of course, the healthy eating and the healthy behavior that include, exercising and all of those different things are going to elevate our mental self. So, hi, Iris. I have a bad service tonight. It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here, beautiful Iris. You're here. So welcome, welcome. So I think it's important that we look into that. So I recently I don't know if you guys know, but I've part of a coaching group that's called Genius from Jay Shetty, and I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's a health and wellness. Um, he's a monk, and he's a health and wellness podcaster, and he also has all these different videos where he talks about different issues that people face, specifically interpersonal relationship issues. And he tries to give some wisdom and share some knowledge so that way we can see things in a different perspective. And so that's where I saw that pod where they were talking about the mental health being also holistically. It has to be holistically addressed. So yeah. So I think that what you're doing is really aligned with really creating a new earth, creating a new space for everybody. And so yeah. All right, guys. So I'm going to log out now. It's 10:10 for those of you who are watching. So and I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stepping in and showing up for yourselves and showing up into this live and your energy, sharing your beautiful, beautiful, loving, kind energy. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful weekend. And I will see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be conducting a guided meditation, of course, as every Monday. And yeah, if you missed out on the video on mysticism and Islam that I yesterday with my friend Mohammed, definitely make sure that you check it out. And it's about a little bit hour, but it's worth listening to. So make sure that you listen to it. And also a couple of weeks ago, I had Lindy Romas. She was talking about sound healing. And I will have in the future, I'm going to have in a couple of weeks another beautiful queen goddess who is going to talk about ascension and everything that has to do with spirituality. Excited about her. I will be announcing that. So let me know in the comments if you have anything that you will see on the Blooming Lives that you're interested, and if you feel like it's bringing any value to you. Okay. So much for watching, for being here, for showing up, and I love you. Bye bye, guys.